Richard still go up to his usual tricks again. Today is the birthday of an international superstar, someone who is arguably the world's most successful rock singer and whose razzmatazz lifestyle beats even that of movie stars in Hollywood's heyday. Who else but Elton John? He was born Reginald Kenneth Dwight on the 25th of March in 1947 in Pinner in Middlesex, where he grew up. When he left school, he got a job as a messenger tea-boy in a music publishing office, and he played the piano at night. Eventually, he joined a rhythm and blues backing group called Bluesology, which soon became a permanent backing group for Long John Baldry. 10 years ago, Reg answered a talent advertisement in a music paper which teamed him with Lincolnshire lyricist Bernie Taupin. The pair was soon on a 3-year contract to write songs at £10 a week, supplying material to Cilla Black and Engelbert Humperdinck. Their backer discouraged them from breaking out on their own, but against that advice, Reg changed his name to Elton John and made his first LP, Empty Sky, in 1969, and that was the start of the singer-songwriter vogue. Rocket Man paved the way for the vintage era of 1973, when Elton John became known for hits like Daniel, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting, and Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. But while his music was on everyone's lips, it was his flamboyant way of dressing that caught the eye. He soon developed an interest in other enterprises and founded a record company. Kiki Dee was the first major recording artist to come out of Elton's company, Rocket Records. And since then, he's branched out into non-musical fields and realised a lifelong passion for football by taking over the chairmanship of Watford Football Club. While the soccer club's ambitions are by no means satisfied, such is Elton John's success that his American record distributors have recently taken out a $25 million insurance on his life. Elton John, first of all, very many happy returns.
Thank you.
I must ask you how it feels to be 30.
It doesn't feel any different to me, actually. People have been asking me that all day. How does it feel to be 30? It doesn't feel any different. It hasn't sunk in yet. I don't know. I just feel absolutely normal. What a stupid thing to say.
But do you think it's actually going to make a difference to your career? I mean, do you think perhaps you are getting to the stage now where you're getting a bit old for the pop business?
I don't really consider age to be that important, but I must admit there are many other things in my life that I want to do apart from record and a tour around the world. I mean, I have many more strings to my bow now, and I'm much happier about it. I think you have to spread your wings a little bit, because otherwise you get bored with what you're doing.
I should think also it can actually put you a bit out of touch with the young teenage fans, can't it, the older you get?
Yeah, I mean, I look at TV programs and I'm going, God, they're dreadful, you know. God, they shouldn't be allowed on TV. And I think, oh, I sound like my mother when I first started out, you know. She was always criticizing. I don't lose touch. I listen to a lot of records, and I listen to the radio, and I read a lot. But as I say, it's not so much of an important thing to me anymore. As it was when I first started out in 1969.
What about all your gimmicks? Are you growing a bit tired of them? And you brought some lovely things along to show us, your glasses, for instance.
Initially, they weren't really designed to be gimmicks, but as I look at them now, I'm absolutely horrified. I mean, the platform boots, for example, I think I was one of the first people to wear platform boots, and I actually used to run and jump off buses in them and jump off the piano and land on one foot safely. I think they're hideous things, and when I see people walking down the street with big wedge shoes, I thought, if I was any way responsible with this fad, I'm really sorry, because they are really hideous.
What about the glasses? I've always wondered whether you actually need to wear glasses.
Yes, well, I started wearing glasses when I was 14 for the blackboard. And it's the era that Buddy Holly and Hank B. Marvin of the Shadows were very, very popular. So I decided I would get myself a pair of black spectacles, and I wore them incessantly, and consequently my eyes became worse. And I vowed, I got so bored with wearing the same pair, and I thought, if I ever make a lot of money, I'll have 2 pairs of glasses instead of 1. It slightly got out of hand.
Do you wear them all only once, or do they all have a little bit of use?
No, most of those there are stage glasses, but they reflect the mood you're in. I mean, I get up in the morning, if I'm feeling in a good mood, I might put an orange pair with sparklers around it, but most of the time that lot are just for stage. As I say, I'm not very flamboyant. He said wearing bright green glasses today.
We've got some of your outfits with us here as well. I must say they look much better on you than they do on the dummies.
I think the one on the right probably would look better on Vera Lynn. No, yes, I've always been miscalculated with the way I've dressed. Everyone said it's detracted from the way from the music, and I've always put my music first. But I've always sort of had a bit of a tongue-in-cheek sort of sense of humour. I must admit that the outfit on the right is hideous, but it's hideous and wonderful at the same time. I mean, it's not the sort of things you go up the road and buy a pint of milk with, is it? The one on the left is okay. I mean, but some of the things I've worn, as I say, have been absolutely hideous. But they've all been done slightly with tongue-in-cheek.
You mentioned just now that you were looking forward to going on to other things, other interests. What kinds of things might they be?
Well, since September, I've been in the studios recording 3 albums for people on our label and producing them along with Clive Franks. So we finished 3 albums now. One for Kiki, one for a group called China, and one for a group called Blue. And so I was 6 or 7 months out of my life doing that. Next, I'll have to get together with Bernie Taupin because we're doing a full-length cartoon film of Captain Fantastic and the Brown Cowboy, and we have to write the songs for that. I'm involved with various charity things, and the football club takes up a lot of time because the football season now goes on endlessly, nearly till June. Consequently, I only have a 6-week break and the football season starts again. It's so ludicrous, but there you go.
Are we going to see you appearing soon anywhere?
On the football field? On the football field, I am going to be on the football field. I'm appearing at Brighton on May the 9th, actually. I hope they get promotion, then we get a lot of people there for a charity thing. On stage, I'm doing a solo concert at the Rainbow from the 2nd to the 7th of May because I sort of missed the adrenaline towards the end of my career last year. Playing with the band, it was great, but I just went on the stage and it was easy for me. So I thought I'll do some solo concerts and I'll have no one to help me. And the adrenaline flows. And I think one of the dangers last year was that I went on stage and, as I say, I knew people were there to like me and I didn't really have an uphill struggle. On my own, it might be a bit of an uphill struggle.
Well, the best of luck with that and a very happy birthday once again.
Thank
you very much for joining us.
Pleasure.
But we're not going to let you go just yet because before you do, we'd like to see you this time. Sorry seems to be the hardest word. Once again, Elton John, thank you very much.
Thank you.